An old card which will help get your ex back. You know you shouldn't, you know you're being foolish, you know it's going back to trouble, but you can't help wanting your ex back. In fact, it's as though you want to set yourself up for heartbreak, knowingly. Sounds stupid, doesn't it? But it's one of those things we simply cannot seem to control. When you want your lover back by your side, you don't think rationally, you just know that you're helpless, the J factor. So how do you go about things? If you're planning on begging, pleading, cajoling, or even coaxing your ex to come back to you, then let me tell you that is not going to work. In fact, it is the completely wrong way to go about things if you want your ex back. It's just going to scare them off even more. On top of that, it's going to tear your self-esteem to shreds. Your ex is not going to think highly of you at all, so what should you do? Yeah, you've heard it all, haven't you? That restraint is the key. You need to be calm and controlled, and you need to make a huge pretense of getting on with your life, and guess what? None of that has worked. If you come from there, then a little bit of a modification is required. Not sure what I'm talking about? Well, why not introduce a third person into the picture? If you want your ex back, then you definitely need to work for it, and sometimes, your efforts alone are not enough to bring about this change. You need to ask for help from the opposite sex, so what do? You call up a really good guy friend or girlfriend and explain the entire situation to them. Ask them whether they can act like they're interested in you for a couple of days. Then play the card of jealousy. Your ex will come running back to you, green's the color, go out for coffee a couple of times. Make sure you are spotted by common friends of yours and your ex's. This is a key step in getting your ex back, simply because your ex is going to get reports and daily updates regarding your whereabouts from these friends. This is going to get their blood boiling, and sooner or later, you're going to have one very jealous ex knocking on your door, demanding an explanation. After all, it's pretty hard for anyone to accept that you've managed to move on so fast. Didn't the relationship mean anything to you at all? That's when you step out and tell them the truth. Yes, it's going to lead to a minor argument, but it's worth it. After all, you're getting your ex back. Or you can even say that the person in question was just doing their duty as a good friend. They were there for you when you needed them the most, giving you a shoulder to cry on. A few white lies here and there are totally acceptable when you want your ex back, right?